Pokemon alt art. I love them. You love them, but some of them are getting ridiculously expensive. Today we'll be going through the top 10 most expensive alt arts. We're going back into the Sun and Moon era and the Sword and Shield era, and we're going to see what is the most expensive. It's been a while since we've done this list. Well, let's get into it. Alright guys, it's been a few months actually since I did a list of the top 10 most expensive Pokemon alt arts, and a lot has changed. A lot has changed. Now, when I did this list last time, or the last few times, I didn't include Sun and Moon era. I kind of really just focused on Sword and Shield, but Sun and Moon has been making incredible movements. So the whole top 10 list has been completely flipped upside down. So today we're going to be going through the top 10 most expensive Pokemon alt arts on TCG Player. So let's start off with number 10. Coming at number 10, we have a Sun and Moon era. We got Cosmic Eclipse, Arceus and Dialga, and Palkia GX. Oh baby, we're starting off this list with a $175 card. Now we're strap in, this is going to be crazy. Cosmic Eclipse is one of my favorite all-time sets, especially in the Sun and Moon era. $175 for this card is bonkers, guys. Look, even if you look back the last 3 months, 120, bang, 170. We go back 6 months. Trust me, this is going to be more crazy. $100. Gained over 70%. We go back a year, $80 to $90 up to 170. This is just ridiculous. It is just ridiculous. The fact is we're starting at number 10 at $175 is crazy. All across the board, Sun and Moon era cards, especially the alt arts and the tag team, have been going right up. Honestly, it's been insane. Booster packs and booster boxes have also been going up pretty much across the board for most of the Sun and Moon era sets as well. So it's quite interesting. It's pretty crazy that we're starting off with this card at $175. Number 9, Gardevoir and Sylveon GX alt art from Unbroken Bonds. Look at this, guys. Nearly $200 for this card. I really want this in my collection because Sylveon's one of my favorite Pokemon. But looking at that price, I might have to wait. I know it'll go up even more if I wait, but still. Look again. 3 months, $120, nearly $200. We go back 6 months, $90, nearly $200. It's gained $100. It's more than doubled its price and value in 6 months. We go back a year. This card was like 75 at its lowest, and now look at it. It is just absolutely bonkers. And you know, Unbroken Bonds is not a cheap set. This is not an easy card to pull. So one of the reasons why all these Sun and Moon era cards, especially the alt arts and the tag teams, have been making incredible gains. Okay, next up we have the Gengar alt art VMAX from Fusion Strike. This boy still dodges me in so many Fusion Strike packs. I don't know how many booster boxes we have opened in the hunt for this card. I've never seen it. $210 for this big boy. Incredible. 3 months ago, it was about 165. Now, when I did this list last time, I think it kind of was in the same position, like this like 8th, 7th, 8th. However, the price of it then was a lot less than it was now. We go back 6 months, and this did dip to as low as 157 and now up over 210. I actually think it was probably around about maybe 5 to 6 months since I did this list. It was quite interesting. We go back a year though, the card was $100 and it's more than doubled in a year. This is a big, big card, really tough to pull. Fusion Strike's getting more expensive. A huge set. There are fantastic cards in the set. This is by far one of the biggest alt arts in the Sword and Shield era. And it's a good one. Next up, we have the Flaming Chicken Blaziken VMAX coming in from Chillin' Rain, $227. I remember when I first started doing these lists, I think it was about a year ago, and this card was like trickling over $100, and now look at it. Go back 3 months, this is a big climb up. 169 to now nearly 230. 230. We go back 6 months. There we go, 160. Now 230. We go back a year. This is what I'm saying. When I did this list last time, it was about $100. Look at it, 100, bang, incredible. It's gained what, 130% nearly in a year. Chillin' Rain coming in. I mean, I don't have this card. I've never pulled this card actually, bearing in mind how much Chillin' Rain I've opened. Tough card to get. Huge pull though. Honestly, if you have this, incredible. And I think this is going to continue to go. Like all of the Sword and Shield era, similar to the Sun and Moon era, these big top end alt arts are going to start seeing incredible prices. I've said it before, the modern era alt art cards are going to be some of the most sought after cards in the future. I mean, they're sought after now, but imagine in the future. Crazy. Speaking of crazy, we got the Magikarp and Wailord GX now from Team Up. Now, Team Up, super expensive set. Tough pull rates. Let's take a look. Nearly $250 for this Magikarp, which is actually hilarious. We go back 3 months, we're looking around 167, and it's just had some mad gains in this past like 2 months. We go back 6 months again, another Sun and Moon era, $140, gained over $100 in 6 months. Go back a year, it was $65. If you manage to pick this up for $65 or pull it, you're doing very, very well in the past year. This card is just, honestly, it is crazy. And just team up. You know, we'll see some more cards from team up in a minute. But some of these cards are reaching insane prices, and they're just going to keep going up. That's the crazy thing. A team up booster box is over $1,000. So, yeah, I think you're going to start seeing some of these cards reaching, you know, $300, $400, $500, $600+ real soon. Another card from team up, Gengar Mimikyu GX. Let's take a look at this. Nearly $300 for this card. Wow. Okay. 3 months ago, 176. We go back 6 months, and it's around, you know, 130, 135. A year, $78. So it's gained over $200 in a year. Crazy. Yeah, when I was doing these lists, these weren't even coming close to entering in the top 10 for the most expensive alt arts, and now we're just absolutely steamrolling our way through, and this is just an incredible card. I love Gengar, huge fan favorite. Again, team up, similar to the Magikarp, so expensive. Trying to get packs and the cards, booster boxes, you name it. This card is going to go big, I think. By the end of the year, we could be seeing, you know, $400 maybe. Wait and see. All right, we're going back into the Sword and Shield era. We got the Rayquaza VMAX alt art from Evolving Skies. We actually pulled this recently on stream for the first time, and it is actually really nice, really nice. Let's take a look at this. 291, only just overtaking the Gengar, and it has been dropping, and I think it'll probably continue to drop, only by a little bit. So let's go back 6 months. It was around 260, then it went up to as high as just over $300, and it dipped ever so slightly. We go back a year. Overall, this card's been absolutely fantastic. I mean, it was always an expensive card anyway, and it's just going up and up and up. Okay, now, Evolving Skies, we know booster boxes are really expensive. Pull rates are absolute trash. So you trying to get this card is super, super tough. But if you do, you're doing really well with, you know, $300 card is, you know, really, really good. Especially in this crazy list. Don't forget, this list is crazy. This card is a crazy one from Evolving Skies, which is by far the best Sword and Shield era set, with booster boxes nearly being $400 each. Yeah, big card, tough to get. Speaking of tough to get, we got the Giratina V. I don't know how many, again, Lost Origin packs we've opened. We've never pulled this. $317. This card has done phenomenal things. And it is the reason why people want to open Lost Origin, because they want to try and get this Giratina. You know, $320 basically. Did reach $330 about 3 months ago. We go back 6 months. Overall, this card's been going up. Okay, $260 and now about $320. Not too bad. We go back a year. Overall, since its release, this was a weird one because most cards, when they come out, when they get released, they just drop, right? They just literally drop off the face of the earth. Their values go down. Giratina didn't. Giratina came out of the gate. It dropped by like $10, and then it shot up to $270. Then it dipped back down again. The hype kind of died off a little bit, and then it's just been climbing ever since. So, a very big card from Lost Origin. Tough to pull. Lost Origin booster boxes are getting more expensive. Not difficult to get hold of, but they are getting more expensive. Big, big card. Coming at number 2, we're back with Team Up. One of my all-time favorite Pokemon cards, Latias and Latios GX art. I need this in my collection, but it's just too expensive. $607. Now, it wasn't too long ago. I think last time I did this list, I think this was number 2 as well. And I was saying that I think this would eventually overtake the Umbreon. And we'll get to that in a moment. I think we can guess what number 1 is. But 607 over the past 3 months. This card was $418. It's gained nearly $200 in 3 months. We go back 6 months. Right? It stayed at $400 for the longest time. Only recently has this card done crazy things. We go back a year. $280. And it's now over $600. I think that, I mean, if we take a look at these. Look at these latest sales. $1,000. $850, $900. We look at the median price, $850. You could argue that this is the most expensive art, but right now I'm going to put it number 2, but I think it will become number 1 in literally maybe a few months, because this card is just doing absolute craziness right now. And of course, number 1, we have the Umbreon VMAX. I think you're holding on, mate. You're holding on to your top spot for dear life, because that Latios and Latias is coming for you. $634. Don't forget, this card isn't that old, and there was a lot more of Evolving Skies around than there were Team Up. This card is still doing incredible things. It really is. I'm really happy to have this in the PSA 10. Yeah, I'm super chuffed. 3 months ago, This card was $5.50, $5.45. And it's getting about $80 in 3 months, which is still very, very good. You know, as we saw with the Rayquaza, been kind of going down. This has been going up. Everyone opens Evolving Skies for this card. They want this card. I mean, obviously the other arts are amazing, but it's mainly this card, right? And we go back 6 months for this card. Let's take a look. We're looking around about 500. Did go to the lows 475, but really, really strong. And, you know, compared to the Rayquaza, it's doing really well. Obviously, all the other arts from Evolving Skies are doing pretty good as well. Like I say, it's sitting at the top of this list. We go back a year. This card was around 300. Could you imagine getting it for 300? Doubling your money. Crazy, right? I do expect this card and the Latios and Latias to reach $1,000. I don't know when. I think the Latias will overtake Umbreon in literally probably a matter of months. But we'll have to wait and see, because all the cards from Team Up, and in fact most of these big cards from the Sun and Moon era that are tag team, are just doing insane gains. So we'll have to wait and see. We'll do an updated list down the line, but yeah, Umbreon, you're holding on for dear life. There you have it, guys. Those are the top 10 most expensive arts from Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield. I mean, it's just absolutely crazy. The fact is we start off the list with a $175 card is just mind-blowing in itself. Umbreon though, holding the top spot, but it doesn't look like it's going to be for long. Latios and Latias and all the Team Up cards, especially those big old arts, are doing incredibly well. And don't forget, there are a load of other cards that aren't just alt arts that are doing really well in the Sun and Moon era as well. A load of full art trainers have been doing incredibly well. I just think across the board, Sun and Moon, now people are starting to realise, hang on a minute, this is insane. There's some fantastic alt arts in the Sun and Moon era that I just want to add in my collection. And in Sword and Shield, Bomb Sky's getting hard to get hold of. Giratina's doing really well. Blaziken's doing really well. And the Gengar. So some really big alt arts still to get in the Sword and Shield era. We're going to have to wait and see how things go in the Scarlet and Violet era. We haven't had alt arts per se. We've had the SARs and the Hyper Rares, but nothing truly crazy in the alt art section just yet. Don't forget, with Sword and Shield, we didn't get any alt arts until Battle Styles. So we'll have to wait and see how things go in the Scarlet and Violet era. But right now, Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield and these cards are absolutely dominating. But if you want to know what great Pokemon sealed products to pick up right now are, make sure to click on this video right here. And if you watch more Pokemon content, guys, you know what to do. Make sure to smash that subscribe button. Right, that's it from me, guys, in this video. Thank you all so much for watching. As always, you guys are legends. And I'll see you in the next one.